I'm Danielle Ronin with ParkBench.com, your source of the source for all things in Monroe, Connecticut. Today, I have the pleasure of speaking with Elena Weiser, who is the owner of Blue Lotus Yoga here in Monroe. How are you doing today?
I'm great, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. I would love to know how you got into yoga. What inspired you to come into this practice?
It's something I'm not sure why I was drawn to, but I was always interested in yoga and thinking about it. So about 17 years ago when I was pregnant with my second child, for some reason I felt like that was a safe time to try it. And I went to a class, and I remember leaving. It was just a regular class, not prenatal. And when I left, I felt this sense of calm and relaxation, but I felt energized. So I was like, that's really a weird dynamic. But it hooked me from that class on. It was just kind of a natural progression moving forward. I was hooked, and here we are.
So how long have we been here in Monroe?
2 years in February.
Wow, that's awesome. And so tell me what inspired you to open up the studio.
So I've been teaching since 2006, and it's always kind of been in the back of my mind. I would kind of say nonchalantly, like someday when I have a studio, but it didn't seem real. And then I was at another studio for a while, and things kind of changed there, and I just felt like it was the right time to start looking into it. And it was kind of one of those things. I came into a little naively even. I was like, I'm going to have a yoga studio. And then here I am with this 2 years later, having the studio. And yeah, it's been a crazy ride.
So tell me the types of classes that you offer here.
We offer classes 7 days a week for all levels and abilities and ages and sizes and everything. So we started out I had to find our niche and see what our community would grow into. It kind of has to evolve organically. And when we started, I had power classes and hot classes and gentle and all level. And then it's kind of evolved into mostly all level. We do have a lot of beginner classes. We offer sometimes a 6-week series periodically for an intro series. We offer Yoga 101, which is an ongoing class that you can just drop into, which is for brand new people. And most recently, we started a class called Yoga with Curves for people that are maybe not feeling comfortable enough to come into a yoga studio. They feel a little intimidated, or like in their body they can't move in a way that would work in a yoga class. So this is geared for them to learn how to move and breathe in their own bodies. And it's been really well received, and people love it. So that's been great.
Are there any other unusual classes that you offer here?
We offer a lot of special events here, and goat yoga and bunny yoga are probably the most interesting classes that we offer. And that kind of evolved in a crazy way too. You've probably seen the goat yoga videos on the internet. People started sending them to me. I happened to know some goat people, and here we are. We have goat yoga classes here and bunny yoga classes, and they sell out every time. People come from as far as Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, New York to come to these classes.
And exactly what happens in these classes?
This room would be filled. We usually have at least 30 people, and we partnered up with Zenko Farm, who is another Monroe business. Joan brings in her baby goats and her baby bunnies, and they walk around while we're practicing yoga. We do a really gentle practice, so it's available to anybody. Only on the floor. We don't do any standing poses, so goats running between your feet won't knock you over. And they literally walk around, climb on you. You can stop and pet them. It's the only class that I encourage you to have your phone at the mat for, because you have to stop and take a selfie. And people, at the end, we have time to pose with the animals on them in yoga poses and things like that. It's hilarious. People absolutely love it.
Wonderful. And tell me a little bit about why Monroe and why it's so important to shop local and support local businesses.
Mm-hmm. Well, we've been living in Monroe now it'll be 16 years in May, and I've become really, really involved and enmeshed in the community, and it's an amazing town. I'm really involved in the schools. I'm involved in community service. It's a beautiful town. There's so many amazing people. Just yesterday, had run into some people at Terra Cafe, and I left just thinking, we have such amazing people in this town, like a wealth of different backgrounds and specialties, and it's just amazing. So I wanted to keep my business in town, and grow it here. And I think it's important to shop local. You'll get the customer service and the quality and someone to go back to if you have an issue. That's your neighbor, and you're helping support your neighbor, not a billionaire or a board of trustees at giant corporation. So I've always felt really strongly about shopping local. My husband's a local small business owner as well, so it's important to me.
So where can people find you? Online, social media? Let's find out all the places that we can reach you.
We are on, our website is www.bluelotusyogact.com. We're on Facebook at Blue Lotus Yoga CT, on Instagram with the same hashtag Blue Lotus Yoga CT. And you can reach me by phone as well. It's 203-685-4347.
And what is the address of your studio?
731 Main Street, number 115, suite 115.
Okay, wonderful. So anybody who's inspired to do yoga, has been afraid to try it, or even wants to get involved in some goat or bunny yoga, Elena's your girl. Give her a call. Stop by the studio. Say hello. Go online. Sign up for a class. And we look forward to seeing you next time.